Do you care about the body count? Do you care about how she's lived? You do care about the body count.
I do care about the body count.
Do you care about how she's lived her life in terms of, choices she's made with promiscuity, things like that?
Promiscuity is one thing that I think is more primal. That would be a problem. But outside of her life decisions, I'm myself. Who am I to judge her? I'm not fucking Jesus.
Can you articulate why? I believe that guys do care about body count.
Yeah, they do.
And I understand why they care about body count. Yeah. And frankly, I think they should care about body count. So, but tell me why you care about body count. Why is that an indicator for someone like you?
I think it's a primal thing where if she's had too much sexual past, then I think she thinks it's an easy way out. Let's say you take a break and she can just go sleep with a bunch of dudes, or like, I'm not putting up with that shit. I don't have to. So I think they can look at it as an easy way out. I think that if they've done it too much, it's too easy to do. So I think that the ability to trust gets diminished, when that's a default activity for her. I don't think that's a good thing to commit to, I do think that's a double standard, by the way. Absolutely. I think everything that I've said about relationships and monogamy or non-monogamy or including her or not is a double standard. I don't think it's fair in any way. Also, don't think life is fair. And I think as a man, your responsibility is to give a woman, because a lot of guys, they talk about loyalty. Let's define loyalty. Man stands up in front of a church and a bunch of people and says, I'm going to do everything that I possibly can to give you the best life I can. And then a year later, he's coming home, turning on the Xbox or playing fantasy football, drinking a beer. That's not fucking loyal. As a man, you should be telling the truth and giving her a life that she would have never had otherwise, outside the fact that you came along. And I think that's the beautiful thing about love, is there's no story and there's no situation where a man, especially me, I don't want a woman that I can't save from a castle and a dragon. I want to be the hero. That's the beautiful thing. What's better than, baby, remember that deal I told you I was going to get? I got it. I got that motherfucker. Let's go to the Keys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what's beautiful about love. And that's what guys call simping. But those guys, I don't think they'll ever experience what love really is. They're going to experience this thing where they LARP about their masculinity and act like they're going to treat their girl badly. And that makes them a man. No, that makes you a fucking punk. Like, I enjoy, if we were talking about this other day, we're like, well, do you make the call on the girls trip? I'm like, not girls trip. Do you make the call on vacations when you go on vacation, right? I don't give a fuck where we're going on vacation. I'm working the whole time anyway. The only reason we're going, because I get all my fulfillment out of seeing her smile. Right. Does that make me a simp? I just told you I have 80 girlfriends. Who's a simp? Yeah. Like, where's the fulfillment is in making her smile, making her life better. And I think guys, they get that shit mixed up. Yeah. They get it super mixed up.
I'm going to come to you in one sec with the, I just want to make one point before that. So you make a point about the double standard. What's interesting is on the body count stuff, it is a double standard, but it's a double standard because it just is. Like, reality is that when you ask women, do you care about a guy's body count? 9 out of 10 times they say, and we show video after video here, they say no. They don't care about what that guy did. Now, they may care what he does once he's there, and there's a lot of women that will say, I will tell you, they want their guy to not cheat, they want their guy to not share, they don't want to share their men. There's a lot of them that will say they won't share their man.
You ever heard that southern term, you can want in one's hand and spit in the other?
I'm just saying.
And let me tell you, just for the young guys out there, I don't know where a camera is, but listen, there's a huge difference between what a woman says she wants and her actions. She can say this, and this.
Yeah.
However, is she happy? Will she stay?
Right. But
those are two completely different things.
My experience on the body count is that women actually they really don't care. Like, they don't care.
In fact, I think it helps you.
Yeah.
Because no woman wants a man that other women don't want.
That, and also I think that societally women grow up feeling like guys need to get that out of their system a little bit.
Yeah, and that doesn't happen, by the way.
Well, I mean,
to a lot of it's probably the thing that I'm most lazy about in my life.
Yeah.
That particular subject. Like, I could not be more lazy. Guys like
about getting sex?
Yeah. I'm super lazy about it. I'm super lazy about it. Like, I have to trip over it. Yeah. Or I'll send a little there's not an extreme effort on my part. That's why I'm big on absorption.
Right.
Like, be the dude, and then it's a thing.
Right. Then it comes
but
to
as far as like watching like texting videos from like the text dating guys, I'm like, fuck that, bro. I got shit to do, man. So I'd rather go to sleep.
Well, you're working so hard. You probably need you probably need to sleep.
I do. But I mean, to me, I I agree with you. I don't think women care nearly as, I don't think they care at all. I think that everyone knows that we are wired differently, even if they don't want to admit it. And that's, again, why I say I really pay attention to what women do more than what they say. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I just mean in a very matter-of-fact way.
Right. And
a lot of times, yeah. And you're like, too bad, it's going to be this way. And they're like, God, I'm turned on. Okay, come here. You know?
Yeah.
So, and a lot of times I think pushing back on a woman is probably one of the best things you can do to make her fall for you.
Well, yeah, because nobody wants a doormat.
No.
I mean, nobody wants a doormat. And I always say there's a fine line between, you got to be respectful. You got to be your woman has to know. I said this the other day, actually. We were going to put it up as a short. And I was like, it's missing context. But I said that a woman wants, above all else, to feel safe and to feel loved. And what I needed to add in there, and by safe I meant physically safe, as in somebody tries to break into my home, I know my guy's got it covered, but also, safe as in, you are the protector role. You are fulfilling that. And then to feel loved. What I needed to add in there, though, is that they want those things from the guy that they're physically sexually attracted to. If a guy they're not attracted to brings that other stuff to the table, they're not going to sign up for it. No. But that sexual, physical attraction, which I think oftentimes does come from that guy being confident, does come from that guy having his own life, does come from that guy, having a little bit of that stoicism. For the longest time too, I used to be that person that used to say, well, men should be able to cry and all this stuff. And then I thought about it, and none of the guys that I was, had ever dated in my life, including my husband, who I love more than life itself, he's not a crier. Like, he doesn't need to do that. He doesn't even
feel the urge to cry.
He doesn't
feel the urge at all.
And when stuff happens, like during COVID, I lost my mind those first couple of months. I was such a big baby. I mean, I had a baby. I had a 4-month-old, lost my mind. I was like a woman on the verge, and he was just like, babe, what do you want to eat tonight? What do you think? It was just super chill. And I realized, like, wow, that's what I love. Like, that he's super. So I think what you're saying, a lot of it is hitting home for me. And I'm sure it's hitting home for the audience as well. If you want to watch the full episode, you're going to click right here. And if you want to ask me a question one-on-one, you want to do a one-on-one FaceTime with a group of your friends, whatever you want, you need to download Connect right now. Click right here and let's get talking.